Ladies and gentlemen, I want to show you guys what Satan looks like in the flesh. The woman that you see on my screen right there has done something that I think qualifies her on a level that a demon would do. Because only a demon would do something to an innocent soul that cannot speak for himself nor defend himself against the tyranny of his own mother. So I'm going to tell you guys about this story that happened in Waco, Texas, if you have not heard about it. This little boy came up in an Amber Alert very recently, and everybody in the area and surrounding areas and other cities and other states were hoping to be able to find this little boy by the name of Frankie Gonzales, hoping to find him alive. I'm here to report bad news that he has been found, but they didn't find him alive though. So we got to tell you guys about this story, about this little boy, okay? Let me take a pause real quick and give a shout out. Miss Bossy P sending a thank you. Thank you for your $10 super chat, and shout out to you, Miss Bossy P, in the building. Thank you so much for that. Here's the story. The body of a small boy found in a dumpster Tuesday morning is indeed that of the missing 2-year-old boy that they have been looking for this entire time. And again, his name is Frankie Gonzales, and he was reported missing Monday and the subject of a statewide Amber Alert, Waco police say. The boy's mother has been arrested and charged in the case. Would you guys like to know what her name is? Let's get her face up on this screen. This idiot ass devilish woman, her name is Laura Sanchez, but sometimes she changes her name to a last name of Villalon. Is it 2 L's? Yeah. Villalon. 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 Laura Villalon Sanchez. That woman is 34 years of age right there. Why she looks like she could be somebody's great-grandmother in the face. Yes? She looked like she's about 54, but she goes by 34 years of age, but I digress. Let's move on past that point. That woman actually called 911 and reported her son missing Monday at about 1:53 p.m., saying he was last seen at a splash pad at Cameron Park. She said she turned away briefly, looked back, and her son was gone. How many of you guys believe that? Give me just a second. Sorry. Give me a second. Sorry about that, guys. My allergies are acting a fool right about now. But how many of you guys believe her story? Because it doesn't even make sense. She's at a splash park and says she looked up and her child was gone. Just that alone doesn't make any sense, but there's more to the story. Waco police said during a news conference Tuesday afternoon that the boy's mother apparently confessed her involvement in the boy's disappearance to family members. I'll tell you guys what that means. She confessed her involvement to family members about the boy's disappearance, who then called the police. What that means is that she thought she could confide in her family members, and I'm glad that they chose to do the right thing. They heard something, saw something, and said something. The family members helped to push this thing forward to get to the truth and to the justice of what happened to that baby boy. Okay? Excuse me. Y'all bear with me, man. I'm not sick. I'm just trying to get over this stuff. I don't know what's going on with my allergies. Now, during an interview with investigators overnight, Waco police officer Garen Bynum said that the boy's mom may have broke a little bit. That she then told investigators where they could find the little boy, Frankie Gonzales, where they could find his remains. Investigators then went to a dumpster, a trash dumpster, found on a church property near the intersection of North 27th Street and Alice Avenue, and that is where they found this baby boy's body. I'm going to tell you guys again what that location is. They found his body in a trash dumpster on church grounds. Hello. On church grounds. This is one of those moments where maybe the person responsible for this doesn't need to go to jail. We just need to send them straight to hell, because that has got to be blasphemous. Don't y'all think so? You murdered your own child, who we consider these children to be a blessing from God, right? You murdered your kid and dumped your kid on church grounds. That to me has to be another level of sickness, and that's exactly why I called this dumbass supposed mother a demon. She's the devil. Okay? Police say they were told the boy was wearing red and gray Mickey Mouse shirt, gray pants, and a black and white Nike shoes when he was last seen. A shirt matching that description was found near MLK Jr. Boulevard and Lakeshore Drive, but investigators say they didn't think the shirt was the toddler's. Investigators were also looking into whether a pair of black Nike shoes found at North 18th Street and Herring Avenue belonged to this same boy. The dumpster near a garage outside the church around a makeshift memorial was placed, will be removed from the property Tuesday and replaced with another dumpster. Autopsy results are pending Tuesday, but foul play is suspected. Frankie did not die of natural causes. Do you guys hear what I'm saying? This baby boy did not die of natural causes. If you ask me, I say that the mother did something to him. What she did to him, we still don't know just yet. I can suspect that there's probably going to be blunt force trauma that is involved, maybe some kind of choking, but whatever she did, this baby boy didn't deserve it, and this mom is indeed a horrible creature. But let me tell you a little bit more about this. During the enormous search, prior to finding the missing toddler in the dumpster, the Texas Department of Criminal Justice, as well as the Waco police, had to use helicopters and bloodhound dogs, scouring park trails, aided by clothing samples from the boy, which his mom had provided. So the mom knows exactly what happened to this kid, and she was the one who initially called 911 to so-called say that her child was missing. She knows exactly what happened to this child. She's playing with the police, playing with authorities, playing with her family, playing with the people of Waco and the rest of the world who is concerned with this case by lying and leading people on. Don't y'all think that that's just a little bit egregious? She knows what happened. Bynum said that the boy's exact cause of death is not yet known, but what they can prove is that the mother injured her child and that he did not die of natural causes. The boy's mother has been charged with first-degree felony injury to a child. You guys can expect those charges to probably be upgraded whenever they get the autopsy results back, because you know that takes a little bit of time, and we want to give them as much time as they need in order to make sure and give us accurate information, okay? Give me a moment. Let me take a pause real quick. Give me a moment because my nose is running. Give me a moment. Man, I hope I get to feeling better after I get me some sleep tonight, boy. This is... Oh. My allergies are running me ragged. But nonetheless, we got to keep working. Now, as far as the charge itself, we went with the charge because it is absolutely what we can prove right now, Bynum said. But we still have to wait on autopsy results for anything additional. Now, Bynum said more charges may be forthcoming against the boy's mother, but they do not believe that anybody else is involved based on her statements. Now, the location of where Gonzales was reported missing and the area where the child's body was found are about 2 miles apart. Bynum said Tuesday afternoon that they do not believe the boy had ever been to Cameron Park, meaning the mother lied. That broad. Again, that devil, that demon that y'all see on my screen. They do not believe that he was ever at Cameron Park. It makes me wonder, and you look at that picture right there, and everybody has to wonder this one thing. What did this baby boy do to deserve this? Can anybody answer that question for me? In the chat, anybody? I'm going to turn the chat on so everybody can speak. We'd like to welcome everybody who has not gotten a chance to speak. You can now speak now in the chat. What did this baby boy do to this mother that was so bad? Or is it the fact that this mother was probably pissed off at either A? No, let's take that back. The only person that this mother could have been upset at is the biological father. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. We have done these type of stories hundreds and hundreds of times, and I think that we have earned our right to be able to take a guess at what happened here. Okay? Give me a moment. Sorry about that, guys. Y'all gonna have to get through this one with me. Bear with me, okay? I'm so sorry about this, but I'll try to get me some pills or whatever I need to do at a later point. I'm sorry. But if you ask me, that's the only thing that makes any logical sense, that she was probably mad at the man that helped her create this kid and murdered this kid to hurt the father. If y'all disagree with that, let me know. I'd like to welcome people who are here for the first time. We're here to advocate for these babies first. That's what we're here to do. We're here to advocate and speak for these babies that cannot speak for themselves, and they did not deserve this, okay? This little boy did not deserve this. They do not believe that the boy had ever been to Cameron Park and that the mom was using that story in an attempt to cover up her crime. The Amber Alert was canceled at about 10:30 a.m. this Tuesday, which was yesterday. Her bond was initially set at $500,000, but it actually changed a little bit. Again, Laura Sanchez, who is, let me make sure I get her age right. She's either between the age of 34 or 35, but she also goes by Laura Villalone or Laura Sanchez, and I think her Facebook page is still open under the name of Laura Villalone. Okay? But the Amber Alert was canceled, and initially she was given a bond. But she's identified on McLennan County Jail's online roster as Laura Jane Villalone. How about that? She's got multiple different names, and one could only wonder, why does she go by so many different names? If you ask me, it's usually due to somebody who's doing some illegal shit, and they want to always have a way to be able to say, well, maybe it wasn't me. They could change their look, change their hair, leave their hair long, they could cut it short, and literally turn into a whole nother person. That's my assessment. As of right now, she's being held without bond on a parole violation. I repeat, she is on a parole violation stemming from a previous conviction. Police say that they believe it was the mom and Sanchez who was solely responsible for harming baby Frankie, though they must wait for autopsy results before considering further charges against her. Now, she also had more children, and 2 of the dead toddler siblings were placed in foster care, authorities confirmed on Wednesday. Now, again, sorry for my sniffles. I'm feeling okay. It's just my allergies are really jacked up. For the people who are listening to the sound of my voice, would you guys like me to give you more information about this woman's criminal history? Because there's a reason why I say it, that she probably goes by multiple names in order to try to create this alibi, this way of being able to get out of these situations because she does illegal activity. So if you are listening to the sound of my voice, how many of you guys want to hear what her full criminal record is? Matter of fact, let me shout out. Ooh, LaQuisha Esther, go ahead, girl. Ladies in the chat are showing out. I got wow, we actually got 3 donations. Let me give a shout out if you're listening. Katrina Ramirez sent in a $20 Cash App and said, thank you for always speaking for the speechless. That is Katrina. So Katrina in Cash App, if you are listening, I did get your donation. And I want to say thank you. LaQuisha Esther sent us a PayPal and she said, send her a little love your way. Thank you for all that you do. LaQuisha Esther, man, you are killing it. Been killing it for a while now. And thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. And I want to say thank you if you're listening. Pamela Trickett said, I'm so sorry, Jay. I know it's hard for you. And sent in a very nice Cash App. So Pamela Trickett, ladies are showing out. Thank you so much. If you guys want to donate to our platform, we try to speak for these babies, whether I feel sick or healthy. I'm always trying to make sure and give you guys as much of a comprehensive story about these things as possible. This mother lied on her own kid. But one thing I'm not going to do is I'm not going to lie. I'm going to always tell the truth. And I'm going to always give you guys things based on facts. So if you guys want to hear her criminal record, here we go. This woman's criminal record, Sanchez has a prior criminal history in the McLennan County records show. She was convicted in 2012 for burglary of habitation in 19th State District Court and was placed on a deferred probation for 6 years. That woman. That's her Facebook page. That's a screenshot of her current Facebook page if some of y'all might be friends with her. Her Facebook page is still open right now. Let me give a shout out. Ruth Johns. I think we might have to take on a $20 challenge. So right now I'm going to issue a $20 challenge, and I want to say thank you again to Katrina, to LaQuisha, to Pamela Trickett, and also Ruth John sent in a $20 super chat, said, feel better, Jay. Thank you very much. I just got to get through these allergies, but I do feel okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. But you guys take on that $20 challenge and donate if you can find it in your finances to be able to do so. To be honest with you guys, I'm not surprised because one of the first things that I noticed was the fact that she had multiple names that she was going by. So to me, that's always a sketchy thing when a person has multiple names, multiple aliases. She was convicted of burglary. She's a thief and a dangerous thief. But wait, it gets worse. Do y'all want to hear more? Let's go a little bit deeper. More into her criminal history. In 2015, a deferred probation was revoked, and she was sentenced to 10 years of probation. In 2017, probation was revoked, and she was sentenced to 6 years in prison. She was paroled last May and was scheduled to finish parole in September of 2022. Sanchez was booked into the McLennan County Jail in January on unpaid traffic fines. Now, here's the question I want to ask you guys. How is it that somebody with such a violent criminal history can be allowed to be a parent to children? She was allowed to keep her children. That is a dangerous criminal person. Do I believe that criminals can be reformed? Yes, but in her record, it proves that she has a bad pattern of doing stupid criminal shit. But she got to keep her kids. Isn't that ironic? She got to keep her kids. Where is CPS in this damn story? And how is it that they allowed her to not only create kids, but keep them, knowing that she is a danger to her kids? Hashtag TTO, because she doesn't deserve the ovaries in her body, nor does she deserve to ever be able to procreate ever again. Let me give you guys the fair usage and show you guys the news videos that we were able to find, because we did find some. So let's go ahead and start this thing out. Let's get it. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use. It is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. And guess, Texas has the death penalty, so you are absolutely right about that. But let's hear what they got to say. Let's get it.
Tonight, the community is still shaken up after the body of a 2-year-old boy from Waco was found in a dumpster. His mom...
And please, guys, click that thumbs up. We don't have enough thumbs up. Please click that thumbs up if you're listening. Support this story by just clicking the thumbs up. Thank you to the people who are here for the first time. Remember, we are here to speak for these babies. Give them a voice, okay? That's what our platform is for. So thank you for listening. Let's go.
...is now behind bars after admitting she was responsible for his death. 6 News reporter Jasmine Caldwell is live at his memorial tonight and has more on how a local business is offering to help pay for his funeral. Jasmine?
Well, Leslie, despite everything that's going on in this world, the Waco community have really come together to support the family of Frankie Gonzales. Just take a look behind me. So many people have been coming to his memorial today to pay their respects. Tears, prayers, pain for the little boy who lost his life too soon, allegedly at the hands of his mother.
No have any words for me. I mean, your mother's supposed to protect you, love you.
One by one, people from the community have stopped by to pay their respects for 2-year-old Frankie Gonzales. His body was found Tuesday in a dumpster near a church.
And not knowing all the details of the case, but knowing that those children look for us to protect them and to guide them, and to know that, Frankie's life didn't end up that way.
Philip Don is the managing partner at Bubba's 33. He says the restaurant will help pay for the funeral.
And we learned, all the details of the case, and, we struggled a little bit on what to do, how do we help, and so this is something that we landed on that we thought we could help the family and take some of the burden off the family.
Frankie's story goes beyond Waco. Don says people as far as Connecticut have reached out asking how they could help.
We've had flower shops that would like to donate flowers. We've had families wanting to donate burial plots. We've had fire departments wanting to help with to escort the casket. We've had so many people reach out.
Frankie's mother, 34-year-old Laura Sanchez, has been charged with first-degree felony injury to a child. Now, there's no word on when Frankie's funeral will be, but if you're at home watching and you would like to make a donation, we have a way you can do that on our website, kcentv.com. Reporting live in Waco, Jasmine.
Sorry about that. If you guys believe that this mother does not deserve jail, but she deserves to go straight to hell, post it in the chat or click that thumbs up. Let me know what you guys think. But we got more videos coming up. Let's listen. Listen in.
Here at 5 o'clock, a mother is in custody after she reported her 2-year-old son missing in Waco. Police say they found the little boy's body inside a dumpster earlier this morning.
Laura Sanchez, seen here in a previous booking photo, faces a felony charge of injury to a child.
When y'all look at this woman's face, does she look like she's 34 years old? She look like somebody's grandma, don't she? She look like she a good 59. A good 59 going on 60 in the face.
KXAN's Caitlin Carmoot is live in Waco for us now. Caitlin, the mother initially told police her son went missing. What'd you learn today?
Yeah, that's right, Sydney. Yesterday around 1 o'clock, Laura Sanchez posted on her Facebook page that she was headed to Cameron Park with her 2 little ones. When she got here, she told parkgoers that her 2-year-old went missing. But Waco police tell us today that was never the case. Sanchez's 2-year-old was never with her here at the park.
Even though all of this started at Cameron Park, this was not a Cameron Park thing at all. In fact, Cameron Park was more of a diversion than anything else.
None of us even know this baby. It was so many people out here crying.
An outpouring of grief after an exhausting search for 2-year-old Frankie Gonzales.
He said that last night, but who would think that you would put a baby behind the church? Behind the church. In the church. That's cold.
His body was found here inside a dumpster near the Park Lake Baptist Church. It's about...
Y'all see that this mother, that's why I said I think she's going straight to hell. This woman dumped this baby on church grounds in the church trash can. If that's not an automatic ticket punched to go meet Satan, then I don't know what is. Let's keep going.
About 2 miles from the park where his mother reported him missing Monday afternoon.
I was walking through the woods last night by myself in the dark with my flashlight, yes.
Frankie's mother, Laura Sanchez, is charged with a first-degree felony for injury to a child. Conviction carries a penalty of up to life in prison.
We went with that charge because it's what we can absolutely prove right now.
The dozens of Waco community members who spent their evening searching say Sanchez was out there with them.
When we were at the park last night at 4 o'clock, she told us, I don't believe he's at the park. Let's start hitting the trash cans.
Police confirming those allegations today.
Sorry about that. But again, what I was saying was the fact that that's just ridiculous. The fact that this mother did this on church grounds. That's just sick. That's absolutely sick. And I was wanting to thank Starlight in the chat 0707 for the $1 super chat. And I want to thank you very much. Bought that super sticker. And I understand, totally understand. And I'm glad that you guys are moved by this story because it's really upsetting. This mother needs to go straight to hell for doing that. Straight up. Let's keep going.
Over and spoke with Mom. She indicated that Frankie was no longer alive and she took us to his body.
And today I looked into that statewide Amber Alert that went out. Waco police tell us they put in that alert 2 hours after that missing persons call came in around 1 o'clock. They also say it took DPS a couple hours to process. The official Amber Alert went out at 8 o'clock Monday evening. In Waco, Caitlin Carmo for KXAN News.
This is just too real and just breaks my heart.
The community mourning the death of a toddler. 2-year-old Frankie Gonzales was found in a dumpster earlier today.
His mother, Laura Sanchez, is now behind bars, arrested in connection with his death. 25 News reporter Eliza Navarro is live at that scene tonight where the boy was found. Eliza.
Todd, Naya, take a look behind me. You can't even tell this is a dumpster anymore, and that's because family and friends gathered earlier this evening for a vigil here where they found the body of 2-year-old Frankie Gonzales.
I think pretty much everybody in Texas got the Amber Alert. I got it also. So if y'all got it, I live in Texas, I got the Amber Alert too.
We come before you as a community. We come before you as family, as friends.
The death of 2-year-old Frankie Gonzales has touched the hearts of hundreds of people in the community. His family thanking everyone while grieving.
I appreciate everybody for coming, for helping, for staying out and being out there for me, for my little brother, you know.
Overwhelming pain for an unspeakable loss touching the entire family.
I don't know what to feel. It's my little brother. But, I mean, justice is gonna be served.
Many who don't know the family or Frankie say everything about this case has left them speechless.
Just broke my heart that they found him the way that he was. And that's what killed me more than anything, because to know that a mother can do that to her own child.
According to documents, the mother of Frankie, Laura Sanchez, told authorities she had been the only person in care and custody when he died on approximately May 28th. She also told officers she kept the body in her home until about May 30th when she disposed of her own son in this dumpster.
So she is in the jail now, and we don't have any other charges at this time. But the investigation into the death of Frankie Gonzales is going to continue, obviously. So.
Sanchez has been arrested and charged with first-degree felony injury to a child and is in the McLennan County Jail.
I never thought his mom would ever do nothing like this. I know now he can rest in peace and he can go ahead and get some rest now.
Frankie had 2 siblings, and the Department of Health and Human Services says both of them have been taken in for foster care. And as of now, they also confirmed that there is a joint investigation between the department and law enforcement regarding Frankie's death. Live in Waco, I'm Eliza Navarro, 25 News.
Eliza, thank you.
If anybody wants to explain to me how this woman had that big of a criminal history and she still got to keep her kids throughout all of that, does anybody want to explain to me how that works in the system? When you can be a career criminal and still keep all of your kids? I don't understand how that makes any sense, and I don't understand what they actually thought was going to happen to this kid when mama is pulling kick doors, doing robberies. Like, what kind of shit is that? And she kept on violating her probation. Huh? That's a terrible place to have a kid and just sit there. So this might even be a situation where CPS might have failed this kid. If y'all agree, let me know in the chat. Click that thumbs up. Get us 200 thumbs up. Please support this channel. We're the AFC, where we advocate for children first. Shout out to our first-time viewers. If you are in the chat, I see you. Thank you so much. Let's keep going. Now, for the people who are asking about the biological father, I don't know for a fact if he's on her Facebook page, Laura Villalone, but I did see some pictures of a man on there, and I didn't want to put his pictures up. I don't even know if he wants to speak or be heard. I don't know. I don't know really what the situation is. So because I don't know, I don't want to speak on it. That's what I'll say about the dad. But let's keep going.
6 News' Nick Canizales shares why so many came out to remember a child they didn't even know.
That's right, Leslie. Hundreds gathered at 2 vigils tonight to honor 2-year-old Frankie Gonzales, a child that majority of people never met, but they knew how important it was to support the family. The first vigil took place outside of Park Lake Drive Baptist Church, where Frankie was found this morning. About 150 people showed up, including many of Frankie's family. Many people from the community wore shirts that read "Justice for Frankie" and "Rest in Heaven." They had a balloon release and then made their way to Cameron Park, where several hundreds gathered by the splash pad. One gentleman I spoke with said he had to be here because he was one of many people who helped search for Frankie all night into the early morning. Many in attendance lit candles, held balloons, and showed unity in this time of need.
We wanted to come out as a whole community and just show support for this family, let them know that we love them, that we're praying for them, and that we just want to make certain that we do all we can. And
yeah, she is. So for the people who are asking, is she Hispanic? I believe she's got some ethnicity in her that would make her Hispanic. So yes, to answer your question.
Mourn as a community. This community is having some great pains right now, and we wanted to mourn together.
And this really struck with me. This really hit a nerve with me. So I just had to release my emotions on canvas, and next thing you know it, I'm painting something that needed to be seen. You know, we need some justice for them, and you know, I'm praying for the family.
One woman I spoke with said she had 6 kids of her own and felt as a parent she needed to be here to show the Gonzales family that they're not alone. In Waco, Nick Gonzales, 6 News.
I'm glad they didn't interview that woman talk about, I got 6 kids and I feel where they coming from. Like, I just think that sometimes people just see that, they see that red dot and they get camera happy. They want to be on live. They want to be seen on camera. I'm glad they didn't talk about, I got 6 kids. Lady, don't nobody need to know that. But let's move on. Let's move on.
This is just too real and just breaks my heart.
The community mourning the death of a toddler. 2-year-old Frankie Gonzales was found in a dumpster earlier today.
His mother, Laura Sanchez, is now behind bars, arrested in connection with his death. 25 News reporter Eliza Navarro is live at that scene tonight where the boy was found. Eliza.
Todd, Naya, take a look behind me. You can't even tell this is a dumpster anymore, and that's because family and friends gathered earlier this evening for a vigil here where they found the body of 2-year-old Frankie Gonzales.
We come before you as a community. We come before you as family, as friends.
The death of 2-year-old Frankie Gonzales has touched the hearts of hundreds of people in the community. His family thanking everyone while grieving.
I appreciate everybody for coming, for helping, for staying out, and like.
Tonight, Waco police have found the body believed to be of a missing 2-year-old boy at the center of an Amber Alert. Frankie Gonzales was supposedly last seen Monday afternoon. Police say the boy's mother led them to the dumpster where a body was found. She's been charged with first-degree felony injury to a child.
Wow. It was just hours ago when police found a body of a toddler in a dumpster, believed to be that of 2-year-old Frankie Gonzales. He disappeared more than 24 hours ago. That dumpster is near North 27th Street near Park Lake Drive. Police say his mother, Laura Sanchez, confessed to the killing before she was arrested. It's where we begin our team coverage on this Tuesday. 25 News reporters Dennis Turner and Abby Loring have been following this tragic story all day long.
We're starting off with Abby Loring, who's live at the scene where that child's body was found. Dozens have also gathered there to mourn that young boy. Abby.
I want to thank y'all for coming tonight.
That's right, and the vigil's going on right now. We also have breaking new details that were confirmed to 25 News just moments ago that Lauren Sanchez confirmed she kept the body for 2 days before she disposed of it in a dumpster literally a few feet away from us here.
But his life and his death.
Police say Laura Sanchez, mother of 2-year-old Frankie Gonzales, called police from Cameron Park Monday afternoon at 1:53 p.m. to report her son missing. Volunteers and officials searched Cameron Park for most of the day Monday.
Did y'all hear that? The mom called to report her son missing. She knows exactly what happened to him, and her trying to create an alibi talking about, oh, he ran off and something happened to him. She killed her kid. Don't y'all think that's sadistic? Don't y'all think that's crazy? Let me give a shout out, Jeannie Torres in the building, and I want to thank you for your donations. I didn't know if you heard me shout you out the other day, but shout out Jeannie Torres in the building. Want to shout you out, and I got your wrench in there, so I got you taken care of. So shout out to you. Thank you for being here. But like I say, guys, that is satanic, if you ask me.
Hoping to locate the missing toddler.
Every pair of eyes counted, every body that was out there counted.
because every second counts. This is a 2-year-old baby.
Volunteers returned to the park this morning to resume the search and received the heartbreaking news.
By the time, everybody made it up, the baby has already been found, and we're just kind of devastated because we plan on coming back out here to help.
Police located little Frankie's body in the...
That's the church dumpster that they found that baby in. The church dumpster. Now, I have a question for you guys. Why aren't they rioting for all of these babies that have been murdered? We probably got about 200 or 300 kids that we've talked about just in 2020 alone. And they have not gotten upset about one kid. They have not tried to change the laws. We don't have any celebrities coming out trying to speak on these kids. We don't have any type of national outrage about these kids, and a criminal ass mom who had a long ass record who got to keep her kid while she's in and out of jail. It's incredibly irresponsible. It's incredibly irresponsible. Flat out. Absolutely no excuse for that. I'm trying my best not to cuss. I'm trying to get better, y'all. Pray for your boy. Pray for your boy. Let's go.
Dumpster behind Park Lake Drive Baptist Church.
Laura Sanchez was with the child. She was in care, custody, and control of the child whenever Frankie actually died.
Police arrested Laura Sanchez, the child's mother, and charged her with first-degree felony injury to a child.
Frankie did not die of natural causes. So as far as what the exact injuries are, we're going to wait for autopsy results before we can say anything like that.
Police believe the mother acted alone. No one else is being looked into.
There was nobody else involved with that, and that came from her. She's the one that led us to locate the body of Frankie.
People in our community that are dealing with domestic violence, dealing with kids who
An
are
autopsy is being done to still determine how he died. And 25 News also learned that 2 of the victim's siblings are also in foster care. And police say that little Frankie was never at Cameron Park.
And keep in mind, she had multiple kids. Multiple kids.
A local restaurant is helping the family of 2-year-old Frankie Gonzales with a big donation. Bubba's
is in a dumpster Tuesday afternoon, just down the street from where the body was found.
A local restaurant is helping the family of 2-year-old Frankie Gonzales with a big donation. Bubba's 33 in Waco has offered to pay for the funeral expenses for the toddler. Fox 44's Noelle Mendoza. She's live tonight in Waco. Noelle, that memorial for little Frankie keeps growing.
Yeah, Adam, neighbors tell me people have been coming by nonstop, dropping off balloons, toys, cards, and candles. This and the Bubba's 33 donation really shows how our community has come together during a time of loss.
We love you, Frankie.
We love you, Frankie.
Yes, and God loves you.
And God loves you.
Now that's sweet right there. Look at that.
Loss.
Look at that. That's sweet. The fact that we focus on a lot of black stories, I can appreciate when black people take a moment and share in someone else's pain and share in someone else's story and show care. And this is part of what I'm talking about. This is part of how a community should work. Like, it shouldn't matter what race the kid is. It's the fact that it's a child. It's a kid. And we all should care. That, to me, is what this message represents. That's what we represent at the AFC. We want to represent all children and give them all a voice.
We love you, Frankie.
We love you, Frankie.
Yes, and God loves you.
And God loves you.
Following news that police found the body of 2-year-old Frankie Gonzales in a dumpster Tuesday afternoon.
Oh, Lord. Look at him.
The community has come together.
This is one thing I can say about Waco, Texas. We are a community of people that love each other. Our community in Waco, period. We love each other.
Emma Thompson Cox lives just down the street from where the body was found behind Park Lake Drive Baptist Church. She says the parade of people has been nonstop.
There's been so many people coming. It's been like a parade day and night since this has happened to little Frankie.
They aren't the only ones. In a Facebook post, managing partner for Bubba's 33 in Waco says, "We would like to honor Frankie by assisting the family with the cost of his final arrangements."
I'm a dad. I have 2 boys, and I can't even imagine what the family's going through. And to have something like that happen, it just breaks your heart. And I think with everything going on in the world today, I think it was very important for our community of Waco to come together and to try to make something good happen for this family.
Customers say this act just shows how involved Bubba's is with the Waco community.
You can obviously tell that they actually really care about their community because they really contribute a lot to their community to help them pay for expenses and stuff like that. I think Bubba's is a great place.
Bubba's tells me that they have had an overwhelming number of people reach out wanting to contribute. They say that you can make donations for the next 2 weeks at the restaurant. And we also got word last hour that Rock Ready Printing and Designs is donating a custom layover for Frankie's casket. Live in Waco, Noelle Mendoza, Fox 44 News.
But first, we continue.
Here we go. Sorry about that. Let me make sure that we correct something, that that we get the correct information. I don't believe that he was missing for days. What it was I believe that the mother murdered her son, threw him in a trash can, and then went to a park and said that she had her kids at this park, then called police and said that her kid is missing and he ran off somewhere and she don't know where he is. So it took them days to find his body. It took them days to find his body because the mom kept sending them on a wild goose chase. Then eventually she told a family member and the family members got involved, and eventually the mom told the police where this little boy's body is. I think that's what happened. I hope that explained it a little bit better. I hope. Let's keep going.
Following developing news out of Waco, multiple teams have been searching for hours for a missing 2-year-old little boy who was last seen in Cameron Park earlier this afternoon. 6 News reporter Nikki Lattarulo is near where police have been searching all night. Nikki, what do you know?
Matter of fact, let's skip this one because that one's kind of old now, but let's skip this one.
Hi, Facebook audience. Drake Lawson here, live in Cameron Park, where we were at the memorial for Frankie Gonzales. And I'll flip the camera around and show you it real quick, but I want to speak with the artist and let the artist talk about how he came up with this painting real quick. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
How y'all doing, Facebook world? I'm Scuba Belly. Just a regular old neighborhood scumbag. I'm just here. I'm here with the community, and we're still out here at Cameron Park with to support Frankie, you know.
For people who are asking how did he die, we don't have the official word yet. We're still waiting to hear back from the autopsy, so we don't know just yet. Let me give a shout out real quick to Mashika in the chat, sending a cash app. Yeah, okay, yeah, that was a cash app, so thank you very much. Also, Keyshawn Johnson, if you're listening, I want to say thank you and shout out Keyshawn Johnson. Thank you. I did get your PayPal, but love the ladies showing some love, man. Hope the fellas will start pitching in like this. Shout out to the ladies. This is a ladies' night, man. Thank you guys for your support.
Absolutely. Now I'm going to turn the camera around, Scuba Belly, and I'll have you show them your piece of work here. So we'll go ahead and walk over there. Our photog, he can work around this real quick. So this is the memorial. This is the beautiful portrait that Scuba Belly spray painted. How long did you say it took you?
It took me about 2.5 hours, maybe. It was one of those things where you wake up in the morning and you just feel like you needed to do something, you know? Especially with our community and everything being in crazy times, like the protests going on, you got riots, you got a lot of bad stuff going on right now. This was just like, it was too much, man. We needed some beauty in the world, and I figured if I could do something real nice, hopefully within 2 hours, then I'm gonna go ahead and try it.
So let me correct that. Maybe I could be wrong about the fact that The mom might have kept him for days. I don't know that, though. I'm not sure. If they said that in the story, then I apologize. But everything about this is just so wrong. It's sad either way. It is sad either way it goes. Let me give a shout out. We got 2 more donations that came in. We got people taking on a $10 challenge and a $20 challenge. Let me make sure I can say your name. Said, thank you for all that you do. You are appreciated. Hashtag AFC. And that is, let me make sure I can say your name. Latasha R, if you are in the chat. I'm not going to read your whole name out. So I want to say thank you, Latasha, if you are listening. I got your Cash App. And also let me give a shout out. Kinshasa Freeman in the chat. Said, please forgive me for being late to the live chat. Hello, AFC family. Keep up the great work. Jay, Kinshasa, you are dope. And I got to say, man, you have made it well worth it. Make sure you got your moderator status because you've been donating on I can't thank you enough. Thank you. Thank you guys so much for supporting what we're trying to put out. Let's keep going. Don't y'all think that's a good picture? He did an amazing job. I think that people around the country need to reach out to him and donate to him to do more work. He did a great job on that baby boy's picture.
I know the vigil was at night, so I just had to hurry up and do that. You know what I mean?
Were you here for the balloon release yesterday?
I was, man. It was a beautiful thing. It was a very beautiful thing. I remember when I put down the art, me and my boy Sean Skeleton, he came and dropped off the art. It made me feel special, and I'm sure it'll make the family feel special. And to be honest, I would really like the father to keep this if he wants, you know, to take this and do as he pleases, because I made this for him and his family, you know, in memory. So after it's all said and done and everybody gets a chance to kind of release their emotions a little bit, it's all his to take.
Look at that, man. That is such a nice picture. Let me give a shout out. Barbara said, my child was murdered in 2015. I wish I could have done Eyes for Eyes. Let me see. What's that? Eyes for Eyes, their police. They got away with it. Man, Barbara, if you're listening, I'm sorry to hear that, sweetheart. Because nothing can ever fix that. Not in this mortal life. So, you know, my prayers with you, sister, okay? My prayers with you. Jeannie Torres said, keep up the good work you do for these angels. Jeannie Torres, if you can hear the sound of my voice, I want to say thank you. She said in a $5 super chat there in the chat. Thank you, man, for continuing to just show so much support. As well as, let me make sure I can say your name. Sinead, if you are in the chat, I seen Sinead's name a minute ago. Sinead also took on the challenge. We got a $10 challenge and a $20 challenge. And Sinead took on one of those. I try not to tell you guys what people donate just out of respect and privacy for them. But Sinead, if you're listening to the sound of my voice, I want to say thank you. I did get it. Shout out. Thank you guys so much. You, Jeannie, and everybody else. Thank you guys so much. Let's keep going.
What would you like to say to the family?
No, emotions are high. I know emotions are high right now. And there's no words, man.
I wish we could hear what he's saying. It's a little bit hard to hear him. We hear the interviewer really clear, but we can't hear that guy.
There's no words to describe or even to make anybody feel some kind of comfort when something like this happens. But try. That's all we can do is just try. Just keep pushing, keep trying, because life does get better. And there's always somebody there to talk to you. There's always somebody there. You look to your left, look to your right, get on Facebook, get on social media. Somebody's going to be there to help you out. It doesn't rain forever. The rain has to stop sometimes, and it just gives it time, man. Time heals all wounds, and sometimes we just gotta give life time.
Absolutely. And last question I'm going to ask for you is, what would you like to just say to the community who's probably still got Frankie on their hearts, on their minds? What do you want to say to them?
Keep his name alive. You know what I mean? Remember it. I appreciate the community for always supporting me and whatnot, letting me do my things. Like, I consider myself a scumbag, but that's because you don't judge a book by its cover. You know, a lot of people look at me and say, man, who's this guy? But genuine guy, you know what I mean? Feed the homeless. I do stuff like this. You know, I stand up for what's right. I think everybody should just hug their kid extra tight tonight.
Yep. Well, Scubavilli, I want to say from us at KWTX, and I'm sure everybody in the community, thank you for painting this amazing memorial. I'm going to get a couple of tight shots so everybody can see exactly what went into this. So you said 2.5 hours, right?
About 2.5, yeah.
And spray painted it?
All spray paint.
And what, did you do this just based off a photo you saw of them?
Yeah, everybody was sharing a good photo of them, and I said, man, if that photo is going to be in my head for a long time, I might as well put my emotions on canvas.
I don't see how you could possibly love a human being if you could just take a human being, a life that you created and had in your womb for 9 months, give birth, and just throw it in the trash can. Look at that baby boy's face. He's a beautiful baby boy, and you just toss him in the garbage. I think all children are beautiful and they're precious. I don't understand it. I don't get it.
On the board.
Absolutely. Lots of people tuning in again. This is in Cameron Park, the memorial for Frankie Gonzales, the 2-year-old little boy who was tragically found dead yesterday in a dumpster after the community, hundreds in the community, searched for him all night here in Cameron Park. Police are telling us that he was probably never even at Cameron Park, and it was a complete story. But his memory lives on. And if you look at stuff like this, you look at all of the posters, the candles, stuffed animals, we still have people taking out. A gentleman actually just walked over here right before we started this Facebook Live. He just wanted to give his hat. He just wanted to give anything. People just want to give anything to memorialize and remember Frankie Gonzales. Beautiful work. Thank you again, Scubavilli. We appreciate you talking with us and sharing this with the community. So if you guys want to come out and pay your respects, look at this, and just kind of remember the 2-year-old that captured our hearts these last few days, and we'll never...
And you know what? If I can say this, I hope y'all don't mind me saying this, and if y'all would, we need 15 more thumbs up to get us up to 200 thumbs up. Please do that. We got enough people here to get it done. But I think it would be awesome, not for us just to appreciate children once they're dead and have these awesome, beautiful memorials and people around the world celebrate children, but why can't we as a society appreciate these children while they're alive? Am I asking too much? I don't know. I might be asking too much, but y'all let me know what y'all think in the chat. I think we should appreciate people. And I know they say give people their flowers while they're alive rather than when they're dead so they can smell them while they're alive. But I think that same concept should apply to children. And I think that children should be appreciated while they are here. Don't mourn for them when they're dead. They're dead at that point. But I think that we should care and protect and love and provide and nourish and make sure that these children have everything that they need while they are alive and healthy and breathing, thriving and learning. They are sponges, literally. And they soak up anything that we give them. So if we give them good stuff, they'll soak it up. If we give them bad stuff, they'll soak it up and it will manifest itself into something. And I think that we really need to honor those lives while they are alive. Let me show you guys this next video. Let's keep this thing going. I might skip some of this one. How long is this one? Yeah, we're going to skip this one. It's almost 40 minutes.
It has shaken the Waco community. The death of 2-year-old Frankie Gonzales, who we first thought was missing at Cameron Park. News 10's Christy Soto followed the story all yesterday. She now joins us live outside. Christy, can you tell us how is the community dealing with this tragedy?
Well, Keisha, the community is heartbroken over the death of 2-year-old Frankie Gonzales. I'm going to step out of the frame so you can see the memorials that are set up throughout Cameron Park near the playground and splash pad area. That's where we first thought Frankie was last seen. This is where the search began 2 days ago. And little did the people who were searching know that he was never here in the first place. Yesterday was a very emotional day as countless of people spent their entire night searching through Cameron Park.
I'm thankful that so many people spent their time looking for this baby boy and really trying to find him alive. But I think that if we're going to protest, I think that children's lives should matter. And we should be protesting for all of these babies that continue to keep losing their fight to just live and grow up.
And then at 8 a.m., police found a body in a dumpster near Park Lake Drive. And then by 1 p.m., Frankie's mother, Laura Sanchez, was arrested and charged with felony injury to a child. Turns out she confessed to her family. Then they told police, and she led investigators to the dumpster.
Y'all heard that, right? She told her family members, and then she was forced to call the police. Listen again.
Mother, Laura Sanchez, was arrested and charged with felony injury to a child. Turns out she confessed to her family. Then they told police, and she led investigators to the dumpster where they found the body. This community never lost hope, and they were determined to find him. Now,
all of our hearts failed. We prayed together. We stayed praying. But I think all of our hearts, it hurt us because we had so much hope that we were going to find little Frankie.
Hundreds gathered at the dumpster where the body was found yesterday, and even more gathered here at Cameron Park, creating signs, paintings, and placing candles on the ground, and later releasing balloons like you just saw, all in memory of Frankie Gonzales.
Here's the last video.
For 60s.
Oh, I want to warn you guys. I almost forgot about this video. I want to warn you. Please let me know in the chat if y'all have y'all headphones in. You might want to take your headphones out. There's a moment in here where this is a little bit loud. For most of us, when we got the Amber Alert, this is a system. I don't know what this is, but this is when they found out, either they found out the Amber Alert or they found the kid's body or something like that. But listen to this. It gets a little bit loud. I'm going to turn it down a little bit.
Here we go.
Searching for Frankie Gonzales, white male, 2 years old, 2 feet 06 inches tall, with an unknown weight, black hair, brown eyes. He was last seen wearing a gray shirt with Mickey Mouse, gray pants with Mickey Mouse on them, and black and white Nike shoes. The description of the suspect and the description of the suspect's vehicle are unknown at this time. Law enforcement officials believe this child to be in grave or immediate danger. If you have any information...
And guys, I did get this Amber Alert. I got it. And it's just sad that they didn't find this baby boy alive.
Regarding this abduction, call the Waco Police Department at 254-750-7685. News media point of contact is Waco Police Department at 254-339-4351.
And guys, that's going to wrap us up with our video portion. And I'm going to say this. I called it that this mother had multiple names. I don't know what else she was involved in. I don't know if she was involved in drugs or gang life or whatever it is. But for her to be committing burglaries, that's on her record. Then to be violating her probation or parole, whatever it is, to me, I do not understand how she could be in the system. They know who she is. They know that she has kids, and they allowed her to keep her kids knowing that she is a threat and a non-law-abiding citizen. This is where I think the system failed for people coming out of jail. I think that there should be more measures in place, especially in a situation like this. Why they talk about she's 34 and she looked like she a good 62 years old going on her 65th birthday. But I think there needs to be more checks and balances in place when it comes to allowing them to be back in their children's lives or even create children. Just because they are out on parole or probation or whatever it is, I think that might be a situation where you might need to sterilize these criminals. Hashtag TTO. Maybe they should have taken her ovaries so that she couldn't create any children. If she is pulling kicking in people's houses, committing burglaries and robberies, then to me, that is not a suitable parent that is going to put their children's lives at risk and potentially do a hell of a lot of bad stuff. And then it just takes it to a whole nother level when you find out, back that photo up, that the place where she dumped her child's body is on church grounds in the church trash can. That is a special level of evil. And I think that this mother does not deserve jail. She deserves hell. That is what I'm going to wish happens to her. And I hope that she gets the maximum penalty under Texas law. But when those autopsy results come back, I'm sure we're going to find out a whole lot more and some. If the biological father is out there, if he wants to put out an interview or anything like that, you can always reach us at theafcmatters@gmail.com. I want to thank all of you guys for coming through and listening to this story. This baby boy, he was doomed. His mom was a goddamn criminal. He was doomed for being in her possession. She should have never been allowed to be around this kid. May this baby boy rest in peace. Frankie Gonzales was 2 years old, Waco, Texas. R.I.P., young man, R.I.P. We hope to get justice, and we hope to see the face of this devil, this demon, this so-called mother. Give her the maximum penalty under law. Make us proud, Texas. Get her out of here. This is your boy DJ Just J. We're the AFC, where we're going to advocate for children first, and we're always going to be on the side of the children. If you see something, please say something. Thank you to the family who heard her say what she did, and they reported it, and rightfully so. Now we need to get justice. All right? Separate yourselves from the bad apples, and that's how we'll get a better society. If you know somebody's doing something bad, you're not a snitch. Don't feel bad. Report their ass. Get them out of here. Our children need us. From my heart to yours, I love you guys. The AFC, I love you. I love all of you guys. Y'all have a great night. We'll see you guys on the next stream. By the way, I will try to shorten this up and clean it up a little bit for those who can watch this on the replay tomorrow. Y'all have a great night, okay? Peace. Ladies and gentlemen, I am not a newscaster. This is not a news station. I am not here to deliver the news. I'm not here to be gentle, giving my commentary. I am not here to be on any race of people's side. I do not hate my own skin color, nor my daughter's mother. I do not hate my parents, nor where I came from. The goal of my platform is to bring awareness to the murder and abuse of children. I want to encourage more people to dedicate their time, energy, and focus onto the children. I want to encourage people to change their behavior, and I give many examples of why they should change their behavior. We have already saved many lives, and I believe that we can save a lot more lives with the support of our AFC platform. So please, don't get lost in how I convey a message. Just get the message. All right? This is your boy DJ Just J. Signing off. Holla at me. What's going on, guys? This is your boy DJ Just J with Just Down TNT, and I am your humble host of the AFC podcast. And people ask me all the time, what is the AFC podcast? This is a platform for us to have open and candid conversations about children who are being taken advantage of by people who are in charge of protecting them. So sometimes we discuss the latest things going on in the news, but we advocate for children first. I get so many emails and comments from people that love what I do, and I want to continue to keep bringing content that matters to YouTube. Now I would like to thank you in advance for your consideration to contributing to my platform. You can help support this channel by way of the links that are in the description box of each and every video. And also, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. I would like to thank you again and welcome to the AFC podcast, where we advocate for children first. We'll see you guys on the next stream. Peace.
Hey there, listeners. Are you looking for authentic design from brands like Louis Vuitton, Prada, Coach, Gucci, Michael Kors, and so much more at a price that you can actually afford? Well, let me introduce you to Nora's Authentic Designer handbags, shoes, and accessories, where we have designs to meet all of your needs. All items are 100% authentic, brand new, and being sold at prices you don't want to miss out on. Find us on Tradesy.com, at Nora's915, or email us at norasauthenticdesign@gmail.com. Hey there, listeners. Are you looking for authentic design from brands like Louis Vuitton, Prada, Coach, Gucci, Michael Kors, and so much more at a price that you can actually afford? Well, let me introduce you to Nora's Authentic Designer handbags, shoes, and accessories, where we have designs to meet all of your needs. All items are 100% authentic, brand new, and being sold at prices you don't want to miss out on. Find us today on Tradesy.com, at Nora's915, or email us at norasauthenticdesign@gmail.com.
Hello listeners, come mask up with Keyline Designs, where you reap what we sow. We offer essential handcrafted face masks made with 100% cotton, equipped with a built-in filter and a slot for refillable filters. Our masks have many uses, like riding motorcycles, ATVs, while out in public places, outside exercising, lawn and gardening, and helps prevent the spread of germs. We offer bling, sports logos, monograms, many assorted fabrics and colors. We make child-sized masks starting at the age of 2. Come join us today for the launch of our new website at keylinedesigns.com.